Ramesh has to send a sales invoice to an Indian client. He asks Pawan, his accountant, for help since he does not know how to include currency symbols in a spreadsheet or invoice. Pawan creates an
In this assignment, you will learn using the File tab, saving a document, closing and opening a document, printing a document. The File tab. In Word 2007, the File tab was present as the Office button situated at the top left corner of the screen. In Word 2010, the Office button is replaced by the File tab on the ribbon. Clicking the File tab displays the File menu, which is also called the Backstage view. The Office Backstage contains all the out features, that is, the features which don't act on a specific point in the document and whose effects don't appear on the page. It contains the usual options of opening, closing, printing files and saving in different formats. Options such as setting permissions and document properties that don't help you to change the document but let you see it in various ways are available in the Backstage view.
Saving a workbook. Saving your work at regular intervals is very important. This would prevent data loss due to power failure or unforeseen circumstances. A regular Excel workbook is saved with the extension .xlsx. There are 3 ways to save your workbook. 1. Click the File tab and select Save. 2. Click the Save icon on the Quick Access toolbar. 3. Use the shortcut keys Ctrl S. This is the most convenient option. You can create a new folder at the time you save a file. The steps to do so are: 1. Click the File tab and select Save As. 2. In the displayed window, navigate to the appropriate location where you wish to place the new folder. 3. Click the New Folder button. A new folder is created as a subfolder in the active directory. Type the name of the new folder in the New Folder box and press Enter. Click Open to open the new folder. Press Save to save your file with the same name in this folder. If you wish to change your file name, make appropriate changes in the File Name box and then click Save. Your workbook is now saved in the newly created folder. Opening a workbook. The simplest way to open a workbook is to click on its icon. This starts the Microsoft Excel application and opens the file. There are numerous ways in which you can open a workbook when the Excel application has already been started. You may use the shortcut keys Ctrl O or click the File tab and select Open. In the Open window, navigate to the location of your workbook. Select the file and click Open. To open a recently used workbook, you may click on the File tab and then click Recent. Now, click on a workbook name from the Recent workbook list in the central pane. You can also access a workbook in any of the recently used folders in the Recent Places list. For this, click on a folder name and navigate to the required workbook in the Open window and click Open. Clicking on the Excel taskbar button displays a jump list, displaying a list of recently used workbooks. You can open a workbook by clicking on an item from this list. Printing a workbook. In a workbook, initially, the active worksheet is the visible worksheet. You may make multiple sheets active by keeping the Control key pressed and clicking on the sheet tabs. To print your workbook, click the File tab and select Print from the left pane. You may also use the shortcut keys Control P. The print interface is displayed. In the right pane, you can see a preview of the first active sheet.
Specifying settings. In the central pane, specify the number of copies required at the top. Other default settings are shown. You might need to change some of them. The displayed visual would help you to do this. Defaults. What you can change with the drop-down. Printer. What printer you want to use. You can also print to a file. Print all pages. What you print, all pages, the current page, a range of pages, or the selected text. Print one-sided. Whether you print single-sided or duplex, two-sided. Collated. Whether the sheets are printed in order or not. Portrait orientation. The orientation of the document. Letter. The paper size. Margins. Preset margins or custom margins. One page per sheet. How many pages per sheet you print? Up to 16. Other settings. You may use the Printer Properties link to specify settings related to the selected printer. Use the Page Setup link to specify other finer settings. Finally, click the Print button to start printing. Overview. Friends, we have now familiarized ourselves with the Word application and learned to create a simple document. We have also learned to use some important commands from the File tab. Now go ahead and try adding additional commands to the Quick Access toolbar and explore the user's interface in detail. Presently, our document looks like the one displayed on screen. You can make it more attractive and professional looking by using additional commands from the Home tab. So let's move to next lab and learn to effectively use the Home tab.